Hi, my name is Jennifer Mireles. It's not that the world hasn't had more carbon dioxide. It's not that the world hasn't been warmer. The problem is the speed at things are changing. We are inducing a six-month extinction, even kind of event kind by accident, and we don't want to be extincty, if I may coin this now. Bill Nye. I'll be discussing how climate change is happening and how it is real. You may want to change your lifestyle, and after this, you may want to learn more about climate change and read more articles about it. What is climate change? Climate change is the increase in the above normal temperatures in the earth that causes to have extreme weather. It is when there are human interactions in the environment. It is when gases in the air, the atmosphere, and when the sunlight gets into the earth atmosphere, some heat gets trapped and the planet gets warmer and warmer. This is called the greenhouse effect. It is fundamental change to how the earth works and the earth radiation balance works. And so we're very concerned because we don't see anything restraining force on continued increase in the temperature due to continued increase in CO2. And that's the problem. By Peter Hildebrand, a climate scientist. Climate change is accelerating. There are floods, heat waves raising sea level, and droughts. We have started breaking CO2 records in the 1950s, and we haven't stopped since then. We have been releasing CO2 since the Industrial Revolution, and we haven't stopped. The speed of greenhouse gases keeps building up, and CO2 keeps rising up. It'll become much more massive and difficult to find any solution to recover. It'll become irreversible. The problem exists because carbon emissions are causing air pollution, climate change, and sea level rise. It has been rising since, like I said, the Industrial Revolution. In an article of NRDC 10, the Arctic is heating twice fast as any other place on the Earth. As its ice sheets melt into the sea, our ocean is on track on 1 to 4 higher by year 21,000, threatening coastal ecosystems and low-lying areas. In the article NRDC on global climate change, what you need to know about climate change said, as the Earth's atmosphere heats up, it collects, restrains, and drops more water, changing weather patterns and making wet areas wetter and dry areas drier. Higher temperatures worsened an increased frequency of many types of disasters, including storms, floods, heat waves, and droughts. These events have devastating and costly consequences, jeopardizing access to clean water, fuel out of control wildlife, damaging property, creating hazardous materials spills, polluting the air, and leading to a loss of life. For example, extreme weather, droughts, heat waves, sea level rise. Another example, again, is sea level is rising. Global sea level rose about 8 inches in the last century. The rate in the 2 decades, however, is nearly double that in the last century and accelerating slightly every year by NASA. For example, our health can be at risk for breathing too much CO2 that is trapped in the air. People with lung cancers, kids or adults with asthma, babies, or people who just have breathing problems can be at risk because CO2. This can not only destroy our fragile environment, but also affect our lifestyle. Also, environmental disasters like rising sea level could flood and destroy homes that live alongside the coastline. There will be no future for our careers, schools, making new friends, or our dreams. To stop rising temperatures, we need to cut down our carbon emissions and meaning fossil fuels, coal digging, oil, and plastic usage. Use carpooling instead of using your own car, or ride a bike. It will work because Earth will become healthier and cleaner. I know some people would think, oh, science is just not real, or climate change is fake, nature is just being nature. But during this coronavirus event happening, people were forced to stay at home, not going out to eat, not going to work, not using vehicles. This led to making carbon emissions to drop down by a lot. Now we can see the night sky in the dark. We can see the stars more clearer. Cutting down carbon emissions can make the air cleaner and better. There are some people out there who don't believe in climate change is real because scientists say it's only 95% caused by humans, us. But those people who don't believe it because it's only 95% and not 100%. Non-believers think climate change is just a myth. There's a lot of research paper talking about climate change and facts about it. For example, glaciers have shrunk, ice on rivers and lakes is breaking up earlier, plants and animals ranges have shifted and trees are flowering sooner, loss of sea ice, accelerating sea level rise, and longer, more intense heat waves by NASA. A negative visualization is the consequences for not taking action about this problem is it will cause the extreme weather. Our ocean will rise. Humankind will be at risk. It will destroy our future. Positive visualization is that if we take action now, the Earth's temperatures will drop. There won't be any more extreme weather unless it's only nature having its own climate change. Many lives will be saved and we get to live out our own lives. In summary, the problem is that climate change is real and it is happening, and that is because carbon emissions keeps rising, and if we don't cut down emissions and stop climate change from accelerating, we won't have a place to live or neither a future. So I'm urging you to change your lifestyle for our earth. Thank you.